Have you ever woken up at 5 a.m., practiced meditation, exercise, made your to-do list, and when you looked at everything you needed to do that day, felt overwhelming anxiety before even starting? Stop right now. What I'm about to show you can transform your relationship with discipline and prevent it from becoming your own poison. So leave your like and let's get into the video. You know that feeling of having done so much but never enough? Of waking up tired and going to bed exhausted, but still feeling like a failure for not completing your impossible list of tasks? Of comparing your normal routine with those insane routines you see on social media? And the worst part, you don't even realize you're trapped in this cycle. You're stuck in a toxic obsession with productivity that is silently sabotaging the transformative power that true discipline could have in your life. You wake up every day thinking you need to do more, be more, achieve more. But you know what's most frustrating? You don't even realize you're confusing healthy discipline with harmful obsession. Let's make something very clear from the start. Discipline is transformative. It has the power to completely change your life for the better. I'm not here to tell you that you shouldn't be disciplined. Quite the opposite. I'm here to ensure that your discipline becomes your ally, not your enemy. Are you deceiving yourself? Are you like most people who live their lives day after day, believing that discipline means following an insane list of extreme habits, as if taking a cold shower every day by itself would magically transform your results? They believe they're on the right path. Many believe that being more rigid is better, but they're just confusing suffering with real growth, and they don't even realize it. And you? Are you also stuck in this rigid cycle without realizing it? What I'm going to show you will change everything. It will be the first step for you to break this cycle, to finally understand the difference between transformative discipline and self-destructive discipline. The truth is that what you really need doesn't require magic formulas, just a small adjustment in how you view discipline and your relationship with it. Let me tell you something personal. A few years ago, I was disciplined, yes. I would wake up at 5 a.m., exercise, meditate, and plan my entire day down to the smallest details. Sounds great, doesn't it? And it was good, partly. Discipline was bringing me results, but there was a problem. Every day I would wake up, look at my impossible to-do list, and feel overwhelming anxiety. There were dozens of things to do in a single day. No matter how hard I tried, I could never complete everything. And each time I failed to fulfill that absurd list, I felt like garbage. It was as if discipline, which should liberate me, was becoming my prison. Until one day, something changed. I don't know if you've ever had this kind of revelation in your life, but I can guarantee you, when change happens, it hits you. It was like a switch flipped inside me. That's when I discovered what I called the principle of vital balance. And no, it's not that complicated, but it was transformative. I'll tell you a story that will make everything make sense. Imagine two people. Both start with exactly the same goal, to transform their lives through discipline. One adopts an extreme approach, follows everything they see in productivity videos to the letter, believes they need to do everything at once. Cold showers, fasting, long meditation, intense training, reading a book per week, eliminating all leisure. After 6 months, they've achieved some impressive results, but they're suffering from chronic insomnia, have lost important friendships, their relationship is falling apart, and they feel constant anxiety. The other person adopts a balanced approach, establishes a few fundamental habits, focuses on consistency rather than intensity, finds time to relax, maintains their relationships, allows themselves small pleasures. After 6 months, they've also achieved impressive results, but unlike the first person, they're sleeping well, their relationships are strengthened, and they feel happy with their life. Now, the question remains, which one is really enjoying the transformative power of discipline? Which one is living a life worth living? Develop discipline. Both achieved goals. So what made the difference? The difference lies in something so simple that it will irritate you when you discover it. But before I tell you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. There's a fine line, an almost invisible boundary, that separates transformative discipline from toxic discipline. It's not intensity. It's not dedication. It's not even the results, at least not the way you're thinking. And I'm going to tell you what that line is. There are 3 signs that form what I call the 3 alarms of toxic discipline. The first is imbalance. When your discipline begins to destroy other important areas of your life, such as relationships, mental health, or sleep, that's no longer healthy discipline, it's self-destruction disguised as productivity. The second alarm is extreme rigidity. When you're unable to adapt your routine to unforeseen circumstances, when you feel like a failure for missing a single workout, When a day off routine generates paralyzing anxiety. And the next one is external validation. When your discipline is primarily driven by the desire to impress others, to post your perfect routine on social media, to be seen as superior because of your ability to endure unnecessary suffering. These 3 alarms are the key, and you'll understand from now on how they can be the difference between a life transformed by decline and a life destroyed by extremism. Here's the truth that nobody has the courage to tell you. It's not isolated habits like cold showers, waking up at 5 a.m., or intermittent fasting that will transform your life. It's consistency in habits that make sense for you and that you can maintain over time. I know this may be hard to hear, but I need to be brutally honest with you. Your obsession with accumulating all the productive habits at once is preventing you from enjoying the true transformative power of real discipline. When you're obsessed with extreme discipline, you lose the ability to be present, to genuinely connect with the people around you, to enjoy the small joys of life. And this will free you. Let's take the first alarm imbalance. Everyone says they want to be disciplined, but when I ask, at what cost? You know what I hear? Silence. Or worse, empty answers like, no matter the cost, I'll do whatever it takes. This isn't wisdom, it's madness. True discipline is transformative, but it should never come at the cost of your mental health, your relationships, or your happiness. That's the big secret nobody tells you. Taking a cold shower every day will not automatically make you a millionaire. Waking up at 4 a.m. when your body needs 8 hours of sleep is not the key to success. These are just elements that worked for some people, not universal laws of transformation. Healthy discipline never requires you to destroy one area of your life to improve another. In fact, true transformative discipline strengthens all areas of your life simultaneously, trying to create balance, not destruction. Now, I'm going to ask you a question that might make you uncomfortable. If your discipline is destroying your peace of mind, your relationships, or your health, can that still be called positive transformation? If the answer is no, you're living in what I call self-destructive mode, following rigid rules that in the end are moving you away from the fulfilling life you really want. And I'll be even more direct. This is what most people do. They don't realize they're confusing unnecessary suffering with growth. They mistakenly believe that the more uncomfortable, the more painful, the more extreme, the better. But now that you're hearing this, you have the opportunity to do things differently, to embrace the true transformative power of discipline without falling into the trap of obsession. And I'll show you how. But wait, because now comes the good part. I'll teach you exactly how to transform toxic discipline into transformative and sustainable discipline. And the best part, you can start today in the next few minutes after this video ends. The first step, be brutally honest with your life. Where is your pursuit of discipline causing imbalance? Evaluate your relationships and mental health right now. The second step, redefine success. It's not just about achieving goals at any cost. It's about achieving objectives while maintaining a balanced life. Discipline should improve all areas of your life, not just one. And the third and most important, implement what I call the 80-20th rule of discipline. Identify the 20% of your disciplined habits that generate 80% of the positive results and focus on them. Eliminate or make flexible the habits that cause disproportionate suffering with little return. No, you don't need to do everything at once. Do you know why most people never experience the true power of discipline? Because they confuse extremism with discipline. They believe that absolute rigidity is the way, with no room for flexibility. But nothing transformative was ever built through extremism. Discipline isn't about suffering, it's about intelligent consistency. It's not about accumulating habits, it's about choosing the ones that truly transform. Now you have a choice. Continue in the obsession that sabotages your potential, or seek a balanced discipline. Understand that discipline isn't about suffering, but about joy and meaning as you progress. Leave in the comments, I choose transformative discipline, and share your biggest insight. You don't need to blindly follow others' success formulas. A cold shower will not, by itself, transform your life. What matters is finding your pillars and practicing them consistently in alignment with where you want to go. True discipline lies in consistency over time, not in intensity over short periods. It exists to transform and improve your life, not to consume it. When you abandon extremism, you not only become happier and take life more lightly, but you will experience the transformative power of authentic discipline. Be disciplined with wisdom and balance. Discipline transforms, but only when it is balanced.